Okay, guys, you know I can talk about theater forever. Luckily we didn't, for my producer Ben's sake. But I sat down this week in the studio and I spoke with 3 of the most amazing women. They're all studying at Nipissing University, and they not only have a full course load, but then they decided to create a theater club, like from the ground up, okay? Like from the ground up. And then they put on Mamma Mia. That was their first show. This is their second show. Okay, so Mamma Mia was last year. This is their second show. It's going to be in Greece. And it's happening in March. And rehearsals are going well. And I just loved talking with all of them. They're just full of energy, just bright, and their tenacity is awesome, and their determination. And I think it's so incredible what they're doing at the university, because I think theater, everyone should experience theater at some point in their life. It's just, it really, it certainly changed Quinn's perspective on it. And I think she almost didn't make it after the show ended. So anyways, super cute. Love talking to them. Let's get into it. But first, let's thank one of our major sponsors. That is the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation. Thank you so much for your continued support. Without you, we couldn't do this show. I'm Lisa Bueve, and this is To North Bay with Love.
We often talk about the rhythm of life in North Bay. For Amanda, that rhythm was fast. Hockey practices, baseball games, juggling a full-time career, and keeping up with 2 energetic boys. But life hit pause after routine surgery led to a call she never expected. Stage 2 breast cancer. No symptoms, no warning. Suddenly, Amanda was facing a double mastectomy, reconstruction, weeks of chemotherapy and radiation treatments, and several additional surgeries. The path ahead was overwhelming. Through every stage, one question stayed with her. How do I keep being mom for my boys? Amanda's care team at the North Bay Regional Health Center made all the difference. They understood how deeply she wanted to hold on to familiar routines, cheering from the stands, being there at bedtime, staying present in the moments that gave her strength. Their compassion kept her connected to the 2 people who kept her fighting. She stayed present. She stayed grounded. She stayed mom. This holiday season, help ensure patients have access to the exceptional care they need during life's most challenging moments. Your gift helps patients like Amanda stay connected to the people they love while strengthening healthcare for families across our region. Visit nbrhcfoundation.ca or call 705-495-8125 to give.
So, okay, this is new. And it's interesting that it's Nipissing University, because when I first started coming to North Bay, very soon after I graduated, there was an ad in the newspaper. Maybe that's a hint as to like how long ago it was, when everybody advertised. That was like the main place to advertise. And they were looking for people to come to North Bay and do the Nipissing Stage Company, which happened for like 5 seasons. And it was all up at the Nipissing University Theatre. So like I love that theater. It's a great theater.
Yeah, it is.
It's a good spot. It's so beautiful.
It's a really nice space.
And this is like is this the first time ever that Nipissing University has a theater guild?
I believe there was one a couple years ago. I can't say.
It was a while ago. It was like 20-some years ago that there was an actual club
like
at
a
the
club.
school. But it didn't run for very long, I don't think. And they never really did like musicals. They did a lot of plays. So I think it was tied to a lot of the like English department. They did The Importance of Being Earnest, I think. I think that was the last one.
Yeah.
Megan's our resident historian, if you could say.
I'm not even in history.
I'm the history student here.
Okay, and then, and then you were saying kindergarten kids. So like, are you doing...
I'm a child and fam major.
Okay.
And I'm going into education. So I'm doing like kindergarten to grade 6.
Yeah. She's got the kindergarten to grade 6.
Oh my gosh. Okay, to grade 6. Like, so my parents are both teachers, and I'm just going to say, like, I think grade 6 is pretty hardcore.
It is. It's a little hardcore. I think I found like my sweet spot in like grades 1 to 3 are kind of like my faves.
That is where my mom loved grade 2. She taught grade 2 for like most of the her last like 10 years, I think, of her career, and she loved it.
Yeah, it's really nice there.
Yeah, because like the kids still believe in stuff at that age. You know what I mean? They're like, what, really? Like they're like excited about stuff, and they're not like, I think get to grade 6, you got to be tough. Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough year. It's a tough year to get through. Okay, now. Quinn, who like started this thing?
It was those two. Yeah. So, and do you have 23 about the starting it up?
Is that when it
our
started?
first
Okay,
year.
tell
Our first
me
year.
how this came to be. Like, were you sitting in the cafeteria one day and you were like, why are we not doing soliloquies at lunch?
Well, I don't remember the exact moment. It was in our first year.
Yeah.
We met pretty early on in like September-ish through like a mutual friend. And then we became friends. And we were just talking, getting to know each other. And we both realized how much we love theater. And we're like, it sucks that there's not here.
Yeah.
We like
Wait,
both
it's not here. Let's do it.
Yeah, we grew up doing it like in our hometowns, and we'd done it for like a long time, and just always had like some kind of like artistic like thing to do or creative outlet. And we were like, it kind of sucks that there's like not anything like performing arts wise other than the amazing dance team that we have at Nipissing. But other than that, like there's no like theater stuff at Nipissing. And yeah, we were talking and I was like, oh, like we should start one. That'd be so funny. And I was like, haha. And then Megan's like, no, wait, like what if we
Let's
did?
do it. Let's do it. Let's
What if we
actually
did?
do
And I was
it.
like actually, and I think my roommate Jess actually has like a picture of us sitting in the laundry room when we were all doing like laundry for the first time.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there on my computer and Megan's like really like focused, like standing over me, and we're like looking into like rights and stuff. And
That was very early on,
awesome.
Yeah.
So once we did that, then I reached out to NUSU, the student union, the vice president of student life, and they do like that position takes care of all the student clubs and stuff. So they helped us get started. It took a lot longer than we had anticipated. I think. I'm not sure exactly why. I think they'd just come into a new role. Like there were a bunch of changes over at NUSU.
I think also it being kind of like a very different club than they're used
Yes.
to. I think
Yeah.
they didn't anticipate that we were like, no, like we want to put on a full-on theater production, student-led, like we want to put on a musical. And they were like, oh, well, like you know, you guys can put on like little like, you know, like improv nights and stuff. And we were like, yeah, that's cool, like for fundraisers and stuff, but like, no, like we want to put on a production, and I don't think they realized how much work that entails.
Huge.
And it's like
Yeah,
understandable
huge.
because
Yeah.
nothing's happened like
Yeah.
this before. So it's understandable that they didn't fully understand what we were talking about. But so it took a while. It took us our full first year to get the entire club set up, everything running.
Secure the rights.
Securing rights for the show. Once we had done all that, then the following year, our second year, then we actually started. We started with Mamma Mia.
Fun.
We both agreed that was a good one to start with. It would be well within our budget for a student group. That was just starting.
Yeah. Wanted to put on like Wicked or something, or
Oh my
like,
God.
stuff going on or whatever. No, let's not. Yeah. Okay.
So that was within our budget. It was a fairly well-known show that people would be excited to come see. And I mean, who doesn't love ABBA songs?
Yeah.
Like,
And even if you don't, you see Mamma Mia and you're dancing in the aisles.
Exactly. And we did have
And
people.
we had people dancing.
And during the
Yeah.
encore, it was
the
so
encore,
amazing.
they were getting
Yeah.
up, they were dancing with us, waving their arms.
gosh.
It was awesome.
Some people showed up with like lays on and
I love
everything.
it. It was really
sweet.
it was so awesome. I was really like, it was a really special part of my role as the director is I don't actually have to like be on stage or like hidden during the shows. So I'm walking around basically like at intermission and everything, and I'm going around and I'm like listening, and everybody is like really excited before the show starts, and they're talking about, oh, the songs are really excited to like hear and everything, or like they're so excited to like see their neighbor or, you know, their best friend from like English class, which is really fun because it kind of like brought the community together a lot, I think. And it was really fun to see a bunch of like university students kind of come out for it and show up for the arts. And it was so cool to see.
So how did Quinn, were you part of the show? Is that how
so
you came to be?
I don't have a background in theater. I did one show growing up. My dad was an actor in North Bay, so he kind of introduced me to it a little bit.
Who's your
dad? David Staines. He a long time ago. He he won some awards here and there. Did it would have been, I think, the North Bay Theatre Guild.
Yeah, the
back
Theatre
then.
Guild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did that a lot. And so he's kind of always, I've cited him as my inspiration for it. But when they started Mamma Mia, Danielle was like, oh, you should do it. You should audition. I was like, I don't know. But I did. And then I got the part and a part. And it was, it was the best thing ever. And then I realized what went into putting on the show, like the behind the scenes, and I got Megan's my roommate, so I got really involved through her, and I kind of joined on as like an executive assistant to them.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of the behind the scenes stuff as well, but then I'm also in the show too. So yeah.
I love it. And then are you involved in Grease?
Yes, so involved and in the show as well.
When does Grease happen?
Grease goes
This
on
March.
in March. It is March 13th, 14th, 15th, and then the 20th and the 21st.
Okay. And are they always, like, was your other show in March too, Mamma Mia? Was that, like, in that time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why March?
It has a lot to do with trying to balance stuff for our cast and like the university community too. Because April is kind of like exams and everything. So we want to do it kind of at the end of the year so we have the whole year to prepare, because it takes a long time to kind of put on a musical and get prepared for a musical, especially when you factor in like breaks and stuff and like exams and holidays and all this stuff. So it does take a little bit longer for us. And we also want to do it before, everybody's like crammed with exams and everything. So we're like, March is kind of perfect. Plus we try to get it around the March break. So if people have like family and stuff or like little siblings that want to come up or like people in the community, if they're like, my kids are on break and they're driving me nuts for the week. What do we do? Come see Grease.
Or be an usher.
Yeah,
there you go.
exactly.
If you're old enough, no 3-year-olds. But what do you like? Okay, I'm curious. Okay, so you guys grew up doing theater when you didn't so much.
Not really.
Okay, your history. Doing history at NIP.
Yep.
What was maybe like the biggest surprise to you, like, or something that you just kind of didn't expect? Like, you're like, okay, we're doing a play. Great. Yeah. Okay, let's go. And
I don't think I expected how close knit the cast got. Like by the end of it, I gave a speech because I was like the assistant or whatever. And we had like this big sharing circle when we tore the set down and everyone was crying.
like sobbing.
Yeah.
I know.
It was
I hate
just,
it.
You become a family.
Yeah, I met so many new people that I'm super close with. I got closer with some people who I knew here and there. And it just, I think Nipissing is really great as a community school. We're a small school. So, I find that it's a really community-based school. And I think adding theater to that really, really helps. And I was surprised, even this year I walk around the halls and they're like, you were in Mamma Mia. And I'm like, I don't know who you are, but yes, I was.
Yes, I am. Yes, I know.
Thank you.
Yes.
But yeah, just the close-knit like family aspect of it all. A lot of these people are my best friends now, and I would have never met them otherwise. So.
It sounds so cliche, but it's true.
It's so true.
It is.
When you
theater
spend
just has a way of doing
16
that.
hours a week with the same people.
It's so true. And there's something magical about theater, about like, because I did stuff with the Gateway Theatre Guild, for years was on the board on and off, and then did shows. And there are many people in the community that I see now, and have been out of it for a while, and kind of because there's like a kind of a glory days or something, or there's like that time when like everybody's like in their 30s or whatever, and everyone's just available, right? So you kind of do so much theater for so long, and then everybody kind of has their life move on. And I still see them in the community now, and there's that connection. Like there's that it's like, hey buddy, hey, what's going on? Like it's like you're best friends, but you haven't seen each other maybe in a year or 2 years, you know what I mean? But because of theater, there's something just magical about it. I don't know if it's 100%. Because you're doing something like you'll have the same goal, but you're also doing something that's incredibly scary. It can be because if somebody just skips a line, or all of a sudden you're on like page 16 and you've missed the last 4. Like, how do you get out of that? You know what I mean? Like, so there's kind of this tightrope that you're walking together, and then you make it to the end, and there's something
100%.
I think there's like just so much. You have to trust each other so much.
Exactly.
And there's
It's
so
huge.
much. Everybody's there, especially because it's a club.
Yeah.
And it's this way with community theater too. Like, you're all there because you're passionate about it and you love it. Like, you're purely there for like the love of the game, basically. Right. And like, it's just so nice to like be there with so many, and like Quinn said, it draws in so many different kinds of people. Like, some people are there because they're like, oh, I wanted something that kind of like put me out of my comfort zone a little bit. Yeah. And some people are there because they're like, oh, I'm just like a dancer and I love to dance. And it's like, oh, awesome. And they're in like the phys ed program. And I'm like, I don't have any classes with phys ed program people. So it's like, it's awesome that I like get to meet people, that I wouldn't ordinarily see. Yeah.
So much interconnection.
Yeah,
And like you said, it's a
100%.
small school, but at the same time, you might not see people in different,
exactly.
different disciplines. For you guys, like, because you've done this, and then you got it together, like during auditions and stuff, like, were you kind of blown away by some people, or like, did some people come in and like, I don't know, was there any moments where you were just like, oh my God, this is actually going to work, or maybe this isn't going to work, or like, what are we doing, or like,
I had, it was nerve-wracking going into auditions. So I had to kind of plan out, because we were doing this kind of from scratch, basically. It was a big conversation between us about like how we would go about like organizing the entire club, how would we do certain processes, and then we talk about like, okay, like what have we done in the past, and like kind of mashed up different things that we've done with different like community theaters that we've been in, or like high school productions and stuff that really worked. So I came up with this like process for auditions that I thought kind of like really worked. I have like kind of like a panel of people that are like experienced in some way in theater, to sit with me and kind of help me make a decision. We do like voting processes. I was like I thought really long and hard about how we would come to these decisions, especially because it is a community thing and like we know a lot of these people. So it's like part of it is hard because it's like, how do you make these decisions when you know some of these people?
Yeah,
Be
you want to be
unbiased.
unbiased. You want exactly.
You want the best for the show.
Yeah,
is
for
the
sure.
ultimate goal.
Yeah.
But first year I was really nervous because I was like, what if no one shows up?
Yeah.
Right? What if we got
like
the
crickets.
rights? Like,
Oh man.
I don't know. If,
It was scary.
Like,
It
I
was
didn't realize,
nerve-wracking.
but the rights to shows, it's a pretty penny.
Yeah, they're
So
not
I
cheap.
was like, oh my God, we spent so much on the rights. We've gotten NUSU to agree to do this, school to agree to do this. And I was like, what if no one shows up?
Okay, did you guys buy the rights yourself?
Yes.
Yep.
So I'm the
shoot.
producer, so I do all of the behind the
Girl,
scenes
yes,
stuff.
producer, man.
So
She's
the
insane. Like, she's
budget
amazing.
and-
There's no money. There's no money.
I
That's
do
your
all
mantra.
the budget
There's
stuff,
no money.
trying to, and I always tell her whenever she's looking for costumes, props, and stuff. I'm
She
like,
reels
that's
me
the
in.
cheapest thing possible.
Yeah.
You do it with a paper bag. How about some duct tape? Yeah, we could do that. Okay, good.
Yeah. So we have a lot of wonderful volunteers in our cast and our crew who help source things, who help make things. We have some incredible people who are sewing some of our costumes.
my
my
mom
God.
sewed
It's
a bunch of
amazing.
skirts for us.
Yeah,
It's
so
the
many
hidden
people
talents.
with
Yeah.
like just
That's
hidden
the thing.
talents that were like,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
how to do this? Okay, can you do this for us?
Our girl
You wanna help
playing
us out?
our girl playing Patty, her
Yes.
name is Sophie, and she like came to me and we're like trying to figure out costumes and stuff because I do a lot of the costume design and it's difficult when you have like no budget. And so I'm looking
Sorry
through
about
and I'm
that.
like, okay, like I'm seeing this for Patty kind of like based on these characteristics and where she's at in the scene. She, she's trying to impress Danny, go to the dance. And I'm like, this is her color scheme. And she shows up the day after, like, we get back, and she's like, well, I have these fabrics. I was just gonna, like, make it myself, but what do you think about, like, this? And she's like, I can sew it. And I was like, oh, yeah, you're, like, a cosplayer. Like, and she does, like, these amazing costumes and everything. So she showed me, like, how she was gonna pattern it and everything, and I was like, that's insane. Like, these people are so talented.
Yeah.
We really lucked out with an amazing cast and crew. Like,
Oh,
and we
absolutely.
have we have people on the like completely different range of experience.
Yeah,
So
okay.
we have some people who have like, especially last year, they came in first year to theater, never having experienced it before, and now this year we were amazed by so many more people that showed up at auditions.
Oh, yeah.
It was crazy.
It was like double the amount of people from last year. So, like,
Yeah.
last year I was so nervous. I was like, what if no one shows up? Luckily, people did. Thank God. And I was blown away by the talent that's just at the school and in the community. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I can't believe, I'm so glad that, like, we have this kind of opportunity to, like, share all of this together now. And, I was completely blown away. There were a couple people. One girl really sticks out in particular, Kaylee Garcia. She played our Sophie last year. Oh my gosh! Like when she came in and like her singing voice, I was like, whoa!
Like, what is going?
She's amazing.
Like,
No,
yeah.
it was insane. She's one of our alumni now from like the club. And it's insane to
Nice.
be like,
Crazy
yeah, our
to
club has
say.
like alumni.
Alumni. I love it.
Yeah,
And then this year, like, did you have to turn people away this year?
This year, we try our very best to not turn anybody away ever. So we always try to find a way for them to be involved in the club somehow, whether that be just having a huge ensemble and trying to like work through that, or offering people positions as like club members.
Yeah.
So trying to like help with stuff like fundraising or ushering or like behind the scenes stuff.
Costuming props, all that stuff.
all
Yeah.
that stuff, sourcing things. Because I don't want to ever, I think like theater is for everyone.
Yeah.
And nobody should ever kind of like be turned away from
Yeah.
trying to like,
Yeah,
be part of something.
It's almost that time of year. Early mornings at the rink, fresh notebooks and backpacks, and a community gearing up for another great season of varsity sports. At Source for Sports North Bay, we're proud to be part of it all. Whether it's finding your kid's first pair of skates, gearing up for tryouts, or outfitting your team for the season ahead, we've got you covered. Because here, we're not just a sports store, we're neighbors, coaches, teammates, and fans. And we're proud to cheer you on every shift, step, and stride of the way. Visit Source for Sports North Bay at 1321 Fisher Street and let us help you along your way.
And I love that. I love the how do I say this without getting in trouble? Because I also I'm part of ACTRA, and so I'm very grateful to be doing some movies that are around here, TV shows and stuff like that. And it's just a different it's a different beast, movies compared to theater. And what I love about theater that you don't often see in film is just the fact that there's no hierarchy, every position is absolutely needed and an expertise, and because you can be the best singer on the face of the planet, but if you're going to piss off the lighting designer, you're going to be in the dark. You know what I mean? So it's everybody is so important. Every piece is so important to make everything work. And because sometimes you get that whole oh, well, if I don't have a part, I don't want to be in it, or if I don't want to do backstage. But it's as actors, we a stage manager who knows what's going on, and everybody, all right, let's go. We're doing scene 2. No, you put that down. Get over here. They are the master. We bow down to them. They are and so every part is just so important, right? Every role,
and we say often, we tell people, especially around the audition process, how important the ensemble is.
Oh my God, huge.
Oh my gosh, so integral.
We would not have a show without them.
They really start to realize it as we get into rehearsals. At least I hope they do. But it's really noticeable when someone has to miss a rehearsal for something,
and
for
they're
some
I'm
reason.
just ensemble. It's
no, you're
so
not.
One ensemble member is
huge. Yeah, they set the scene.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
they set the scene. They create this atmosphere. This wherever you are, the city, the beach, wherever you are, right? They're players. Oh, that's exciting.
I give this task to all my ensemble members, and I'm okay. I try to explain to them, you are so integral to the plot and everything, and to the entire show, but I'm going to give you some homework, and I know homework sucks. They're nah. It's the teacher in me, I'm sorry. But try to go home and figure out your own character. Yeah. What's your name? Why are you there? We kind of sorted them into cliques. Okay. So they're each in 2 different cliques depending on their different dances and stuff. Yeah. It kind of helps determine their costuming. And I'm okay, so I'll give an example. My friend Regan, who's an ensemble, she took this assignment and ran with it. But she came up to me after I assigned it, and I was yeah, what's your name? Why are you at Rydell? I was Regan, for example, you're a cheerleader. Why are you on the cheer squad? Who's your friends on the cheer squad? Who in the school do you hate?
Yeah.
What do you go home and do? That kind of stuff. And it kind of helps you fulfill your character a little bit, and helps you kind of react more and act more on ensemble instead of just kind of standing there nervous, and
exactly.
just kind of watching what's going on. And Regan ran with it. She came back and she was okay, so basically here it is. And she
I was born in a small village.
There was lore upon lore upon lore.
Awesome. And then everybody did it, and it was fantastic. And now I'm watching, it's particularly the drive-in scene, I notice it.
Yeah.
And it's Sandy and Danny are having their thing, but I keep looking over at the ensemble, and they're all watching the movie, and they're having different reactions to Sandy and Danny, and Patty she's jealous, and Cha-Cha is sitting there with Eugene, and she still has her trophy with her because she's so excited that she won the dance.
I notice it in the dance scene, in the big pivotal point of the show, the big
there's a lot of
hand jive contest scene. There's so much stuff going on the stage because everybody is on the stage at that point. So there's some people in the corner that are doing their own dance. They're getting ready for the hand jive contest. They're practicing. There's some over in the other corner that are whispering, gossiping, doing whatever. There's some who have created their own little dance over there in the other corner, and they're completely acting out this ensemble story that they have made up for themselves. And it's just amazing to watch and see all these small little details going on in the background. Some of them are really funny.
It just means it just goes to show all the different skills, you say. I mean, all the different. So, okay, do people get a credit for this?
It does go on their student record
so
development.
It goes on their record of student development.
What's that? A record of student development?
It's basically a volunteer-based thing. So for every club that you're a part of, for every like volunteer role. So I give tours of the school.
Fun.
Yeah, so stuff
Do you
like
wear
that.
a hat?
Do I wear a hat?
A hat, like a Nipissing hat.
No, I usually wear a Nipissing sweater and my name tag.
We should get hats
That's
though.
fun.
Yeah, we
Or
should.
a sash. You should have your own
Something,
mic.
yeah, something
Follow me.
like that.
Okay. I love
But yeah,
it.
for anything like that, or if you do like a workshop or whatever, you put it on your RSD and it's kind of like a resume of the things that you've done at Nipissing.
Okay.
So our club goes on there as well.
Okay.
It has to be approved to go on. So like not every like club or activity is
Right.
approved, but
Okay.
Megan is incredible. And as our amazing producer worked on getting it approved. So it does go on there and it's something you can put on like resumes and stuff like that. Like it goes on your transcript.
And then when it comes time in, I think it's October, the Nipissing has their awards month for bursaries and awards for
Okay.
students, especially that are struggling financially with their tuition and everything. A lot of those things can go on there and that'll apply, get you, what's the word?
Eligible?
Eligible, that's it. Thank you.
Yes.
And you'll be eligible for all these other awards that have like community involvement that are like more like arts awards, stuff like that, because that our club would add to, you know?
Be
Do
eligible.
you think that this would ever? Well, I guess then it would have to be a whole like curriculum then or something. But like, do you think there's a way that you could get like a credit? Like this would be some kind of a.
I wish.
I don't know. I don't think so.
States,
I think
you know, like the states, you get credit for band because like they take their bands like so crazy. Like it's like it's military and stuff. And this is, I mean, just I'm listening to like everything that you guys are doing. Like, you guys could basically just put on like a massive. You could do the Golden Globes next year. You know what I mean? Because you like, there's all these skills that come with it. You're not just like on stage dancing with jazz hands.
And we
like
dedicate-
you're figuring out. Like,
we dedicate a lot of time to it too.
Exactly.
Like, we're all at rehearsals for. It's usually 3 days a week, so it's more than any class time.
it is like an extra full class
And that's what
because
we tell
you're
our-
dedicated
Yeah.
so many hours to
That's
it.
right.
You're working outside of rehearsal time to work on your lines, to work on
Absolutely.
your character, to learn the dances, learn the songs,
just even doing the
all of that.
scheduling, like the scheduling and figuring out auditions, and then the communication between people and organizing like all of the costumes.
Oh
and,
my gosh.
you know, and then doing the lighting, and then doing the like there's so many aspects of it that
So
could
many
just be
moving
like
parts,
so many interesting things to learn and stuff, right? So it'd be it'd be really cool if there was
would be
one day that you
amazing.
could get like
That would be-
some kind of a credit.
that would be great.
I mean, it's nice that it's on your
RSD. Yeah.
RSD.
RSD,
Did
yeah.
I just guessed it? Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's cool. It's very cool. But it'd be cool someday to like have it on there, like as a little, So things are going well with Grace.
Yes,
Yeah,
very
very
well.
well.
We had our
It's
first
awesome.
rehearsal back Wednesday, and then we had a full run 6 hours on Sunday, and that went really, really well.
I think
Holy
so.
crap! You're doing full run already. Well, what are we? Oh yeah. Okay, mid-January. Yeah. For sure.
We take a break off in December, so we take like a full month off at least
5
for
weeks
exams.
usually?
Yeah,
And you
makes
got
us
reading
nervous.
week, don't you? Like in February?
Yeah.
Is it the
Yeah.
first week of February?
Second.
Second
Yeah,
week. Okay,
we take that
second.
week off too.
Yeah.
So there you got another. Okay,
So
so you
we
got to kind of
really-
get. Oh, you got to get going. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Yep. So starting in February, we do 4 rehearsals a week. We usually do 6 hours on Saturday, 6 hours on Sunday, a couple hours on Friday,
It's like
and some on
job.
Wednesday.
It's a job.
You guys are
You
hardcore,
spend that
man.
much
That's
time.
hardcore.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you have the 3 execs who do a bunch of extra work
we
on
do
top
the-
of
yeah.
that
Yes.
to make sure everybody else can do their jobs. Yeah.
Wow. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we should know about Nipissing University Guild? The Theatre Guild?
I don't know.
I don't know. Like
when
we're-
when are auditions, I guess? So if you're
yeah.
let's say somebody's listening and they're coming to Nipissing next year and maybe they've done community theater or not. Maybe they just want to try out. Like how do they find out? Like how do they
So primarily, I guess through our Instagram would be the
that is our
best
main
way.
source
I
of
think we
communication.
also do have a Facebook as well.
I don't update it often.
Don't worry. It's like I got you, Quinn.
Social
Don't
media
worry.
manager. The Facebook is more when we like are getting into shows. We post
We
on
sell
there. But
tickets,
since we
yeah.
get the most amount of traction on our Instagram and TikTok, that's where we post.
Apparently because Facebook
So-
is blasé now. It's kind of not.
I don't know.
Are old people on Facebook?
I post the tickets on there
It's
for
my
my
comfort,
fans,
so okay, it's Instagram. All right, good times.
But mostly through our Instagram is where you're going to get the most updates on things, courtesy of our amazing executive Quinn over there, who is super on top of everything. And yeah, it's welcome for absolutely everybody of any talent, any experience. We love to have people join on. And yeah, typically auditions happen in September, usually the first or second week back when school kind of starts.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's usually like 15th, around the week of the 15th.
Second
something
weekend.
like that.
But I post just like general stuff about the club, general stuff about our past shows throughout the summer. So usually I do a countdown like week by week. So it's really like people really know
and
when
we
it's
post
coming.
audition tips and everything ahead of time for people. We post audition signups and everything well ahead of time, so people have lots of time to sign up, and also like get some like audition material and everything.
We also announced so it was a bit different because coming into first year, we didn't. Like I was just an actor at that point. We didn't know it was Mamma Mia, and so then we found out, and a couple weeks later auditioned. But this year we announced it was Grease back in March or April, I think. So then anyone returning or kind of knew about the club had more time over the summer to prepare for it.
And you almost need like a year to freaking, you know what I mean? Like to get stuff going and to just.
So it was good to have more.
We work over the summer. Danielle does the blocking and stuff over the summer as the director, and then. I do a lot of the dance stuff, the choreography. So I'm planning all the dances over the summer, but then I'm also doing my producing job. So I'm planning all of the logistics, the budget, all of that like more practical stuff over the summer so that we're ready to go in September. But like when we say too, in September, auditions are for everyone of any experience. Like we have people coming in first year not knowing a single thing. And then we also have someone who's in teacher's college now, but she has a whole degree in theater.
Yeah.
Nice. And it's amazing. Yeah. Those people who haven't done it before, they get to learn so much more than just
and they're
from
sharing
us.
a stage together.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And they learn from each other. It's really awesome. And like seeing everybody kind of develop these friendships and it's really a wonderful thing to see and be a part of. But I think our musical for next year would probably be announced again at the end of this year, probably at our Broadway ball thing. We have like an event at the university to kind of like celebrate the success of the show and kind of get everybody together, fundraise a little bit for next year. And then we also like have like a big announcement, like Megan and Quinn and I kind of brainstorm on how we're going to like top the last year's.
That's awesome.
We held it at NUSU last year, the student union in their bar space. So that's also where we hold a lot of our fundraisers too, which we post about on our Instagram. We do trivia, we do karaoke. We have a karaoke event coming up soon. But yeah, we hold it usually in that space. And then, so everyone knows kind of where it is, what to expect. But we create a big hype, I guess. Like we really try and build it up and just have fun with it. I mean, we're in theater. We got to build it up.
Dramatic.
Go big,
right? It's just for fun. Why not?
And how do you cope at the end of the show?
Oh my God. Especially, I think, Quinn, you can talk the most about this because
as someone who's never like experienced the post-show blues before, we try to support our cast as much as possible.
We're like, we will have,
there's in Mamma Mia last year, so I played Sophie's husband. I played a boy. I'm playing a boy again this year.
Yes.
And the last scene is me and her are leaving the island and we're shaking everyone's hand. And I'm not a big crier, but in that last scene, one of my castmates, Russell, he grabbed my hand and he like tickled my palm to keep me from crying because I was like, my chin was trembling. And so he did some sort of weird prank because I was always doing that to other people.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh my God, this is like the last one. And like, I don't think I'll ever forget those bows and just seeing everyone after the show and, our set takedown, just reminiscing, going all over all those memories and the big cast party we had. I think it was an adjustment because you go from spending so much time with these people to not doing it anymore, and you face the reality that you'll never have this cast and this show again. And it was, for the first couple weeks after, it was like, oh, crap, at least we have another year. But I'm like, what happens when I graduate? Like, this is going to be awful.
Then you have a Gateway Theatre Guild. I mean, if you stay here, there's always theater here.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah. Which, I mean, we all hope because we just keep wanting, we need theater to keep
hope
happening.
Is for our theater club to last as long
to carry
as it
on
can.
as much as it can.
Yeah.
But isn't it magic? Like, that's what isn't theater magic that way, right? It's it's a moment in time that you can, you can just close your eyes. I'm sure all four of us can, and just picture like a time where like it's either a bow or like a scene or somebody saying something or somebody forgetting something, or like there's just, it's just, it's a moment in time. And that exchange of energy between you on the stage and the audience, like there's just nothing like
absolutely.
it. It's like a drug. It's just, it's awesome. It really is.
No,
it's
it gets
such
to
a
this
lovely
point
high.
in the year where I start picture it because we've learned the show, and it's just I start picturing the audience out there, and I'm like, oh, I can't see that because I'm running it in my
That's like my favorite time. It's like being backstage and hearing all the murmur and everything, and just like unwrapping their little candy wrappers.
Yeah, we had a little tiny gap in between the sets, and so me and another were like peeking out, and we're like, oh, it's full crowd out there.
It's like the best. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so good.
it is
so good.
such a good feeling. If anyone is looking to buy tickets too, they can go to
Where do
our
they get tickets?
Instagram.
Oh yeah, go. Okay, this is how you go see Grace.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a link on our Instagram. There should be also a link on our Facebook and our website that is in conjunction, I guess, with Nusu, that like our specific club page. And then also on any of our posters, which are going to be up around North Bay soon, there's a QR code that you can scan on that too. To go to purchase any tickets for any of our 5 shows.
No way. So you just like purchase them online like that, and then you just like show your phone at the door or something?
Pick your seat, whatever you like.
There's accessibility seating too, so that's not an
You guys
issue.
are like way more advanced than you are. But anyways, yes, that's awesome. Okay, that's cool. Technical.
Yes,
I like it. Oh, guys, I just love them. I feel like maybe I should go usher the show now so I can see it. Maybe I'll text one of my theater friends and I'll be like, hey, do you want to go usher a show at Nipissing University and check it out? I can't believe the entrepreneurship that I heard. I can't believe the creativity, the camaraderie. Like, everything about theater I love. Obviously, I'm a little biased, but just talking about Quinn's reaction, all of the reactions, at the end of every show, the post-show blues, but that, Quinn actually, is just realizing, oh my God, this is the last show. Like, this is the last time I'm going to be doing this. And like she said, you're never going to have that time, that exact cast with that exact audience and that exact show. That's what I love about live stuff, right? It's organic, it's living, and it's never the same twice. So, definitely go check it out. Like I said, it's March break. So yeah, if you have a family, you have young kids who kind of, maybe don't have the whole week planned out, head over to Nipissing University. We'll definitely put their link, at the bottom of this podcast here. But like Megan said, they have their link on their Instagram, their Facebook, and their website with Nusu at the Nipissing University. Head over to our website, northbayecho.ca. You can sign up for our newsletter there, and we'll send it right to your inbox. You don't even have to worry about it. I am going to get out of here because it has been snowing all day, and it just won't stop. How many more weeks do we have of this? Hey, man, I think it's, March 21st? First day of spring? I'm telling you, man, there better be like tulips and little ducks running around on March 21st. I doubt it. We'll probably have a snowstorm. But whatever. Hey, it's North Bay, and we love North Bay. And I love you guys. Until next time, much love, North Bay.